Okay, let's go.
The movie kicks off with Deadpool desecrating Logan's grave. The 1x23 buried him in. Wade wants to make sure Wolverine has truly hung up his claws for good. He pulls out Logan's adamantium skeleton and sarcastically asks how he managed to die. Just then, agents from the Time Variance Authority ETAA show up through portals. Deadpool, being his usual self, slices these goons into mincemeat using Logan's bones as weapons, all while dancing to Bye Bye Bye. Then, we flash back to see how things escalated to this point.
How?
6 years have passed since the events of Deadpool 2, when Wade was messing with the time machine. In that time, he's broken up with Vanessa, didn't make the cut for the Avengers.
I'm out of a job.
Look at you. You who were once so proud. Go now and never return.
And gave up being a hero. Now he's just a regular car salesman. On his birthday, his friends throw him a surprise party, but it's interrupted when TVA soldiers show up, though Wade mistakes them for strippers. Then we meet Paradox, the head of the TVA, who tells Wade he's been selected from his universe because he's worthy of entering the sacred timeline. Deadpool mistakenly believes he's the chosen one, some kind of messiah.
You serious?
And Paradox explains that every universe has a key figure whose death causes that world to slowly die off. In Wade's world, that figure was Logan, who heroically died saving mutant kids. Statistically, a world without its key figure dies off in a few thousand years. But Paradox, tired of waiting, wants to speed things up with a special weapon that can wipe out entire universes instantly. Realizing what's happening, Deadpool breaks Paradox's nose, snatches a device that lets him hop between universes, and sets out to find a Wolverine who can save his universe. Back in the prison, after slicing through the TVA agents, Wade decides he needs to find a suitable Wolverine from another universe to replace the dead one and save the timeline. We get a montage of different Wolverines, including a Hobbit Wolverine, a Metalhead Wolverine, a Henry Cavill Wolverine, a Crucified Wolverine, and more. Finally, in one world, Wade finds a Wolverine drowning his sorrows at a bar. We don't know what he's grieving about just yet. Deadpool drags the drunk Logan back to Paradox, who laughs and says Wade brought back the worst Wolverine imaginable. Paradox then sends them to the Void, a dimension where the TVA dumps unwanted trash. In the Void, Logan tries to kill Wade, but Wade, with his silver tongue, convinces him to team up. In return, Deadpool promises to help Logan face whatever he regrets so deeply.
Huh?
Next, they meet Steve Rogers, but it turns out he's not Captain America. He's the Human Torch from the 2005 Fantastic Four movie. Then, a bunch of mutants Mad Max style show up in cars. Wolverine faces off with Sabretooth from the first X-Men movie and kills him, but they all get captured by a giant magnet, Wolverine's kryptonite, and shackled. As they're being transported, Human Torch explains that the Void is ruled by Cassandra Nova, Charles Xavier's twin sister. Anyone who refuses to obey her gets fed to Alioth, a monster that devours everything in its path. Deadpool and Wolverine try to negotiate with Nova, but she kills Human Torch by stripping all the flesh from his bones. Logan and Wade barely escape with their lives. While wandering the Void, they come across a strange dog, Dogpool, and his owner, another Deadpool who doesn't wear a mask because he has a handsome face. This pretty Deadpool with gold earrings tells them about a resistance group and gives them a car to reach them. He also warns them to be careful, as there are plenty of Deadpools loyal to Cassandra Nova. Along the way, Logan and Wade get into a fight that lasts a day and a half before they pass out in the car. For the record, Wolverine wins while they're asleep. X-On-Tree shows up and takes them to the Resistance base, where they meet Elektra, Blade, and Gambit, played by Channing Tatum. After some convincing speeches from Deadpool,
Meine Arbeit für richtig hältst mir ab. Wenn ja, dann tritt für mich ein, so wie ich für dich eingetreten bin.
they decide to take on Cassandra Nova and her minions. They succeed, but at the crucial moment, Logan persuades them to spare Nova since she's Charles Xavier's sister, and only she can help them escape the Void. In return for her life, Nova helps them get back to the real world. Nova then discovers that there's a spy among her ranks working for Paradox, a former X-Men mutant named Pyro. We learn that Nova and Paradox had a deal. Paradox leaves the Void alone, and in return, she takes care of any problematic beings. But since Paradox broke the deal, Nova decides to destroy all the universes, leaving only the Void. Nova escapes the Void and captures Paradox, forcing him to reveal how to use the Time Shredder, a weapon that can destroy entire timelines and universes. Meanwhile, Wade and Wolverine are fighting their way through an army of Deadpools from the Void, brought by Nova. During the battle, the kind, handsome Deadpool with the earrings dies, unfortunately. He didn't have the regenerative powers the other Deadpools do. Then Peter shows up, distracting the hordes of Deadpool goons. Our Deadpool and Wolverine learn from Paradox how to stop the Time Shredder, which Nova is about to activate. They have to connect two massive wires on the lower level, creating a short circuit. But whoever does it will disappear without a trace, as the weapon runs on two generators, matter and antimatter. Wade, feeling guilty for dragging Logan into this mess, insists on sacrificing himself, but Logan asks to take the deadly task instead. He wants to atone for the X-Men mutants who were killed while he was drunk at the bar. Wade agrees at first, but at the last moment, he smashes Logan over the head with a fire extinguisher, locks him out, and says that he has to be the hero. As reality starts to unravel into spaghetti, Wade struggles to connect the wires. Just then, Logan breaks down the steel door and helps Deadpool complete the circuit. We see them both getting fried by antimatter, unable to withstand the short circuit. Nova disintegrates into nothingness. Deadpool and Wolverine, having shared the burden, survive. In the aftermath, the TVA higher-ups arrive, arrest Paradox, and reveal that their heroic act has prevented the extinction of Wade's universe. After grabbing some shawarma on a park bench, Deadpool invites Logan to stay in his universe and live with him, Blind L, and the dog. Logan agrees. The movie ends with a cozy, happy family scene where everyone is content. The end.
This was Ururi-kun. Subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you enjoyed the video. I put my heart and soul into every video.